Good morning, lads. Today I wanted to learn about double piston extenders and triple piston extenders and lots of extenders. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I think I've already shown this one. It's just the very simple, easy to understand two piston extender on a horizontal plane. But it's just getting the delays right. This one doesn't actually affect, the extension at all. What it does is it affects the retraction. So it still extends properly, but now it won't retract. It's just there to give a delayed signal for the retraction. This one, again, is an older design, so it's a lot clunkier than some. And it's also one of those ones that rests in the on position, unless you do something like this. But so these blocks weren't actually needed. They're just there for, say, a floor's sake. But you just need to power this block. Actually, set that there. There we go. Yep. So, kind of simple. The torch does all the legwork. It ends up powering both pistons because of this block. So it's also powering this repeater, which is powering this block, which powers this redstone line, which again powers the piston. This comparator, I didn't know that they could receive a signal through a block, so I'm really not sure how this is working. But what's happening here is when I activate this, when I power this block, should actually be, there we go, leave it on. When I power this block, it shoots an item into this hopper, which sends a signal through the comparator, but then the item goes right back immediately, making the machine operational again. So it's just a very specific timing window that that's used for. Then we'll just jump right over to a triple piston extender, which uses observers. So something I haven't done at all is used an observer to view another observer. I've always tried to use it like just as a line and then maybe observe the line, but it's an interesting mechanic I hadn't considered. But actually I want the button on this side. So really self-explanatory. The timings might not be, but you kind of figure it out when you see what's happening. So just the basic triple piston extender. Then you've got another horizontal extender. That one doesn't use an observer, it just uses two, what are these called? Repeaters. This one uses observers instead. I think it's a little slower actually, but it still functions. And I was curious what would happen if you use a zero tick pulse. And what happens is each time you push the button, you get a different phase. So that's fully extended, one extended, not extended. It's just interesting. Don't know if that'd be useful for anything, but if you wanted it to be useful, then it would be. We've got a triple piston extender using just observers. It's only one wide. I tried using note blocks here, but it has to be lamps. Again, I'm not sure why, but the timings just have to be exact for these. These are fun to play with. The triple, and then also you need a little bit different mechanics for each direction you go. This one's down 2 blocks. each update is perfectly timed to make the system work. And then a triple going down. This is actually the first one where you might actually be able to make it in a build. Like if you wanted, I guess the button's in a horrible spot, but if you wanted a trash can that wasn't visible in your house, I guess you'd have this piston here, but everything else could be, say, covered up, looking nice. But then you can open the trash can and drop all your things into the void, which that does go through the void because I punched the bedrock for fun. And then again, when you change directions, it changes how you have to build it a little bit. This is double piston extender going upwards. Rather simple. That piston is looking. It's reading this and shooting the pulse into this block. That way this piston gets powered when it's next to it. And this one I don't understand at all. Again, very exact timings, but I don't get this one. I appreciate it so much though, just because how accurate everything has to be. It's a marvel in itself. Very cool. So that's triple going upwards, and this is a tileable double piston horizontal extender. So this could be used to make very large doors, which close on you when you try to enter. Kidding. But very cool. So you could just activate it by a button. So there's one half. This is actually two different. I guess I could just show you. It's just a mirrored system. And I just ran a line. But it's really easy to build up. You just have two sticky pistons running along like so, and then you alternate observer, note block, observer, note block. Oops. I can't fly. Believe, yep. So they're just observing that. And you might, yeah, you have to build it in sets of 2. There's that, and then you just have another observer facing downwards with dust. Now when I activate this, it should move, let's see, those blocks as well. See, it did not. Are they too far away? Let's do it again. Yep, there we go. Interesting. Wonder if the timing's off. So that works. I wonder what I'm missing. Oh, I'm not. It works. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had as much fun with this as I did. Hope you learned something or found one of these builds useful. Here's just a quick flyover. Please like and subscribe. See ya.